Hi everybody, how are you? I'm Dr. Michael Olsher, and I'm your professor, instructor for MAN5510 International Business in the MBA program at Flagship Campus for fall 2020 semester term A. Hi, how are you? Well, welcome aboard. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to learn a lot of very interesting things about international business, how it's conducted, and I'm going to go over a few of the general topics with you now and give you some information as to how to contact me and what's expected of you in terms of being a student in the class. First of all, in terms of expectations, please be sure that you've got to be in class. Everything happens in class. It's a must to be in class. You want to get a good grade? I want you to get a good grade. Make sure you're in class. If for some strange reason you are not able to get to class, make sure you contact me before class and let me know what's going on. And that's a kind of a contract we have between us, and it's unbreakable, so please be sure to adhere to it. Your assignments also have to be in on time. There will be a number of them, as you might imagine, including a project at the end of the term, and be sure you have yours in on time. Also, make sure you're prepared for class. You'll have lots of information to know what to prepare for because everyone's expected to participate in class. And we're going to have some open and frank discussions about what's happening in the world in international business and how it's impacting things that are happening in your day-to-day life as well. So be sure to be prepared for class, and you will have a portion of your grade which is in your class participation. So here we go. Let's talk about some topics and get acquainted. Obviously, we have to talk about globalization, and not just generally speaking globalizations. What are the pros and cons of globalization? What's really happening in the world today? What is the difference between a company that's international and a company that's global? How do their decisions different, or are they different if they're international or if they're global? You may or may not know, we're in the fourth industrial revolution, and we're going to be discussing that, and you're going to be writing about that and learning about it, and it's a big change in what's happening in the world today, and we need to concentrate a little bit on that as well. We will spend some time on the differences in national political systems as they pertain to international business. And we'll look at some ethical issues as well during our course time together, and we'll get deeper into them, both on a personal and, of course, on a cultural level. We'll examine the different types of economies in the world and how they impact international business thinking and the conducting of international business. A large part of our course, of course, is on cultural awarenesses, and we'll be working with some wonderful professors who have some articles and some interesting handouts that I will give you, such as Jean Brett from the Kellogg School, to look and see how decisions are made, understanding cultural differences within all of the world environment in which international business is conducted. We talked today a lot about social responsibility on an international scale as well, not just on a domestic scale, and we'll be introducing Nobel Prize winning economist Milton Friedman and his ideas on social responsibility based on his economic thinking. We will have something very special, lots of fun by the way during the course of our time together, but we're going to have something special. We're going to have a head-to-head international negotiation between our various students, and perhaps in teams, perhaps individual. We're not quite sure yet. We'll see how that goes. And we'll look at Daniel Kahneman, another Nobel Prize winning psychologist / economist, who will give us some strategy lessons as to how we can best internationally negotiate. We'll look at how international businesses makes their decisions to expand, and where to expand and why to expand. And we'll have a little bit of international trade theory as well, looking at some tariffs, what they mean in terms of international business and trade, how foreign exchange rates begin to enter into the decision making in international contracts and how businesses in international business actually pay for the goods that they contract. Last, we're going to have a presentation and a final project on international strategic alliances, which you will select one of such, and I will approve it. And we're going to be working on that throughout our time together, not just in the last class, so that you'll be ready for your presentation in last class. That's a neat little encapsulation of a lot of material that we'll be doing. I want to make sure that you get your book right away because you need to read chapter 1 certainly before class, and there'll be an assignment that you have to hand in for your first class. And I'd like to put this up and let you see when the first class is and what the book is, and hopefully you can read that. It's not perfect, but I think you get it. And this will give you some idea as to where our class is, when we're starting, what the course materials are, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you. So, we're ready to go. I'm happy to have you. It should be a good voyage for us. It's always a voyage in my classes, so put on your seatbelts and be ready to go. I'll look forward to seeing you soon, and have a great rest of the summer. If you need to contact me, on that handout that I displayed is my email. It's molsher@kaiseruniversity.edu. Have a great rest of the summer, and I look forward to seeing you soon.